Hello, and we are back with some more Satisfactory Let's Play. Where we last left off, we were attempting to get our bauxite factory up, and we ran into the bummer of we need coal, and there is none to be spared from our current steel setup, and there is none near our bauxite setup. So, I was in the process of setting up a black powder factory. I'll show that here in a moment, but I figured we'd go ahead and turn in what research things we need for black powder. And if you'd like me to see, if you'd like to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, that would be amazing. And let's turn some of this stuff in. So first, let's get another equipment hand slot. And nobelisks, yes. And we'll grab the smokeless powder. Let's see what this opens up. Smokeless powder is new. That gives us access to the rifle, which could be fun. Turbo rifle ammo, which we can't do anything to with to make turbo fuel, which we're hard drive locked. I don't know, I might. Another hard drive I find, get that. I'm just doing really well with our current fuel situation. I hate to say that out loud. But I'm doing pretty well with our current fuel situation, so do I really need to switch over to turbo fuel at this point in time? Alright, so for the rest of this we need to start making smokeless powder, which I will get set up here in a moment at our black powder base. Is black powder actually used to make anything anymore? Or does it just go straight to smokeless powder? No, black powder is still used for nobelisks. Okay. So we do need to keep some black powder in hand. Let's throw the object scanner there. Alright, so let me take you over to our black powder factory, kind of show you what we got going so far. I'll also show you where I'm going to be bleeding off coal to be sending down our train line to to our bauxite factory, so we can start working on getting the aluminous solution turned into aluminum scrap. And again, I might do some more hard drive hunting here. You can see my coal miner set up there. I have just a very basic black powder factory set up. I really don't plan on doing a whole lot here at this point in time. This was mainly just to start getting coal for bauxite, and I figured, hey, since I'm over here, I might as well... Yeah, they're already filled up with black powder. I figured I might as well go ahead and get this set up. Show you where I got the sulfur from. They're actually really close. We have a pure coal node here, which is great because I can bleed off almost 2/3 of this probably. Just because we definitely don't even need half of this for what we got set up down there. I can bleed off 2/3 of this, which I've got this pumped up to 480. So 480 times 0.66, 69. So 316-ish of this will be heading, every minute, right? Yeah, we'll be heading to the bauxite factory, which will be very, very, very beneficial. But anyway, so the sulfur is actually really close. It's just right back here, and it's a normal node. So it's right there. So it's just a normal node chilling right there. Like I said, pumping all this, or belting, I should say, to over to here. And coming down here to our black powder line. Here's where I'll be bleeding off the 2/3. Be merging these two sides together into our train station. That'll be right here. And then it will carry our goods to our tracks, and I'll figure out how I'm going to meet all that up. It'll probably tie into, first, the heavy modular frame line. There'll be a split that takes it off and around up to the main line, And again, there will be a split that goes away from the quick wire factory, so that train can bypass if the other trains are currently stopped at those stops and make those runs quicker. So like I said, I'm going to work on getting the smokeless powder starting, and then I guess start working on getting this train station going. Alright, we are back, and I finally have a train network set up for the coal to bring over here to the bauxite, or to the alumina, and also to bring over some black powder, so we can start turning it into. Uh-oh, got an issue over there. We'll deal with that here in a second. But anyway, so we can start bringing the coal over here and black powder over here to turn into smokeless powder and to turn into alumina scrap. So let's get the train automation going here and turn on self-driving. We'll figure out what's going here. Alright, what are you going to say? Usually long at a signal, an error may have occurred. Alright, we'll check that out here in just a moment. So anyway, this is where the black powder will be dropped off to be turned into smokeless powder. And we go. So then take us over to where our coal will be dropped off and then be delivered over to be turned into our. Ooh, there's a hard drive over there. To be turned into our aluminum scrap. I thought I was building this track straight. Now I'm seeing I didn't. Looks straight at the time. Alright, so here's where the coal will be dropped off. Coal's picked up, dropped off, moved over. And we go. Oh, this follows the same path. Oh, I never did put a split over here. I'm gonna need to do that. Erg. Alright, well I'm going to add a split and I'll show you where we end up at here to do the aluminum. Alright. Got the train line thing all figured out. We are now heading to our coal pickup and black powder pickup. Passing by our steel and heavy modular frame factories and modular frame factories. So we come over this way. And voila. Pick up some coal and our black powder. I really want to drive that. Oops. Obviously the coal is full there, which is awesome, which means we are bringing a butt ton of coal. I really need to start making some AlloCAD sheets, because I needed not just 2 tickets to buy the AlloCAD sheets. I needed to upgrade my coal line at the steel factory. I needed 4 tickets, so that sucked. Then we head back, and then this, like I said, takes us all the way over to our black powder drop-off and then our coal drop-off. I need to stop at our motor factory, grab some more motors, because I need to build the refineries for the alumina scrap. So we're gonna jump off here and head over to the motor factory. when we cut back, I will have, hopefully, everything we need for the, I'm surprised I made that, to set up our alumina scrap. So, see you there, and like I said, hopefully, that's all moving and grooving. That'd be awesome. Alright, let's take a look around the bauxite aluminum factory. Again, very, very spaghetti, sloppily put together. I don't have much experience in doing this, so this was kind of a learn as I went thing. So anyway, I have the bauxite up there, overclocked, to produce 480 a minute. That is enough to fill 4 of these machines, 4 refineries, in producing alumina solution. They are then being fed back this way. The alumina solution goes into this buffer. That's kind of that just in case thing. And you can see it is kind of filling up a little bit more than I feel like it really should be. But anyway, the alumina solution and silica, the silica part, is then being fed this way and over there where it's going to be turned into aluminum ingots. The alumina solution follows this pipe, which I need to change color. It's supposed to be to these 4, but unfortunately the way the alumina solution is used, I'm trying to figure out how I'm still producing way too much alumina solution. Maybe I need a I mean, we're basically almost fully pushing through what we need. That's basically full. Kind of wonder if I shouldn't hook up another one of these and like underclock it slightly. Anyway, sorry. So the alumina solution is now going into these refineries, meeting up with the coal from our train station, where it's being turned into alumina scrap and water. The water is being sent back and actually hooked back up to these first two refineries, along with a full regular refinery, to produce the 360 it needs. The other 2 refineries are hooked up to these 3 water extractors. So I'm only using these first two to do the alumina scrap right now. Alumina scrap's coming over and around. It's being put into this industrial storage container with an overflow to go to this awesome sink. The aluminum scrap is then coming over, meeting up with the silica from the first, from where the bauxite's being turned into aluminum solution, and that is being turned into aluminum ingots. And the aluminum ingots are then being sent down the line into this storage container, and I do have an awesome sink here for if and when this fills up. So I think, based off what I'm seeing, I should be able to hook up a third one of these and just severely underclock it. So we're going to put a splitter over here. Do that on screen real quick. We'll bring, use a Mark II pipe, okay. Bring that over here. Put our junction point. There. Bring our pipe, Mark I pipe, into that. We need to turn this into aluminum scrap. It's not powered. That thing is full. So let's update this one. Yeah, we have some water to deal with. That's pumping water out, isn't it? Yes. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to... This can replace one of those extractors. Up. Into here. We can remove this guy from the equation. So this should be giving me 360 water. Yeah, we're doing fine there. And this thing should also be pumping out its full amount. Yes, looks to be. Let's see what this is looking like. Are we losing a lot of alumina solution or just some? So we're sitting at 162. Goes down to lowest just over 161. I think if I underclock it by half, it might be okay. Only puts out 60 water, so I will need to power shard, don't I? Yeah. I will need to bump one of these guys out. So 180, 300, 360. And I'm going to keep an eye on that. Kind of see what that's doing to our alumina solution here. So we're going down to 176, 175. We go up. $17.01. Where do we ever go down to? Yeah, I can bring it back up a little bit more. So 3/4. So let's go 75%. Okay, lowest we get is 1724. We go up to 1764. Alright, I'm going to keep a close eye on that. We'll probably even go, let's just call it 66%. Or maybe just let's go 70. Just going to make some weird water things happen here. 384. I need to take off 24, which should be 156. Right, 156 plus 84 plus 120 is 360. Okay. All right, but anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with things. This aluminum ingot that I'm producing, and I'll probably end up moving this awesome sink like maybe over here or something like that. We'll kind of continue our aluminum factory this way. To make the Alicad, so the Alclad, sorry. We need to bring over some copper, which there is some copper over there. I can work on, could add a third train station there, I guess, but then I have to completely change how the train station moves. I might just straight belt it over. Just straight spaghetti it over here. Move the like the awesome sink over there or something like that, or find a way to move this one further back and just have them link up together. And then I can have the Alclad sheets being produced. Was that a foundry that did those? Nope. It must have been an assembler. There you are. So then we could have the Alclad sheets being made. I could, and I guess, go ahead and make Alclad casings as well, because I'm going to need those. How many am I needing each? 30 a minute and 150 a minute, so 180 per minute. And I am currently making, oh gosh, this guy's not even producing. I'm currently making 120. So I could underclock this guy, keep this at 30. So I'm making 120, right? Yeah. So I could do 2 of these. And then underclock this. So 50 would be 75. Well, let's do it this way. 150, 40%. And then that gives me, I mean, I'm producing 45 a minute. I think we could make that work, because the other one I'm going to need for the for my turn-ins and whatnot. So I think that's the next thing I do. So when we cut back, I will hopefully have an the Alclad or aluminum Alclad being made sheets and the Alclad casings. So that'll be my next cutback, and that probably will be the end of this video. When we cut back from that, I'll change up the color of this. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on what is happening back there with the buffer as well. Okay, and we've got it. We are making our Alclad aluminum sheets over here off these 2 assemblers. And then over here, we are making our aluminum casings. This should be 60 plus 30 plus 30, so 120, which should equal the output here. 60. 60. Good. Now, one thing I have not 100% figured out yet is what the heck is going on with this alumina solution. I swear when I kick off, or I run only 2 of these, which should be doing the full throughput of all 4 of these. Alright, because these are each putting out 120. 120 and 120 is 240. 240 and 240 is 480. These are taking in 240. Again, 240 and 240 is 480. When I have just 2 machines running, I'm ending up with extra aluminum solution. Just barely. It adds up tiny, tiny bit. And I have yet to find the sweet spot where if I kick on a third and underclock it, where I'm not using too little or too much. Because I don't want to have to keep juggling that back and forth. That's kind of where we're at with things. So we're going to actually call this episode here. In the next one, we're going to get our hover pack. We actually have enough of the aluminum sheets now to do that. I just don't have enough computers. I gotta sit down and handcraft some computers. Grab the motors, grab the heavy modular frames. I might have enough of those right now. I do not. But next episode we'll turn in the hover pack. We'll get the hover pack, which will make building a million times easier. Just being able to hover versus having to deal with the fuel. And we'll start our next milestone, which I don't think we can do anything with the aluminum casings just yet. You know what, let's go take a trip back to the main base and just see what would be next. Because now I'm curious. Really curious as to what... Because I can't remember what we mash things into. What am I using the aluminum ingots for? Are the alumina sheets for, and what am I using the casings for? Heatsink should be eventually coming up. Supercomputers maybe? I do need to work on getting my gas suit made and the iodine filters so I can start getting some more hard drives, because I know where some more hard drives are at. They're just blocked by gas at this point in time. And eventually work our way to nuclear. Deal with that stupidness. Alright, so let's see what we got. So we did logistics 5. And we could do the package aluminum sulfur. I'm not too worried about the radio controlled unit. That will be something. We have the blender here, which once we get stuff through, can we make a blender? I would need to get the control units and all that. Okay. So no. The hazmat suit might be our next go-to. And then we could do the aeronautical engineering, which would give us our drones, which we'll need to be able to make batteries for. And we can start scanning for sulfur, getting sulfuric acid, which I think that's what goes into the blender. And then we could start moving our way into this. I mean, we could technically start making all this stuff now. I mean, we already are making this. What do we need to do to the radio control unit? We need to start getting the crystal oscillators made, which that shouldn't be hard to do. With better... Definitely would want a better recipe. Alright, so I think next is going to definitely have to be hard drive hunting. I'm going to have to do some hard drive hunting off camera. Get the hover pack done, and then... like I said, I'll make the gas mask. Need 100 fabric for that? Oof. And then make sure I make the gas filters, which we need coal and fabric for. So lots of fabric. All right, yeah. So we can get all that done. You know what? Let's go ahead and just research the radar technology while we're right here. We need to build the radar tower. Is that even under? There. Yeah, we can start, like, throw that up, like, maybe up at the top there. See what that nets us. 6 coupons. Man, yeah. So I'm gonna have to hard drive hunt. Could research the hover pack and maybe the hazmat suit next episode. I'd love to start the radio control unit, but like I said, I've got to be able to find a better way to do the crystal oscillators first. And I'm gonna need... yeah. So, work on trying to get the crystal oscillators being made outside of that frickin' manufacturer, because that's just no bueno. I know there's an assembler recipe for them out there, I just can't remember what it is. That'll be another train network. Huzzah. Or, if I can make some radio controls, maybe get the drones going. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, if you'd like to leave a like, comment, or subscribe, that would be amazing. And until then, we'll see you next time.